Hey folks, so, I don't have like a proper setup or anything because I'm exhausted and I'm lazy, so...
You want to take a nap?
I'm taking a nap here.
Okay, take a nap right there then.
Good night.
I just came on here to tell you a story about something that just happened to me, like, an hour ago. So, which it'll probably be like a week after I edit this because I film and then I realize that I don't like what I say and stuff and like how I look. Yeah,
Save it for your therapist, Peyton.
it's a me problem. But anyway, so I went trail riding. Yeah, with my friend. Yeah, I went on a horse and rode around. This is why Peyton, like, can't function. She just... Okay, so I went trail riding. I went on a horse and walked around. Now, I've grown up around horses. My dad used to breed and train and raise horses. And everything. But they were race horses, so we were not allowed to ride them. If you hear noises, that's my dog. I'm also babysitting. So I went trail riding, and it was really fun, and it was really great, and I enjoyed myself. But something happened. There was a little hiccup in the system. So we get there, and I look at the guy, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I know the rest of the people here don't either, but I really do not know what I'm doing. I'm clumsy. I'm not a graceful person. I probably shouldn't even be here. Put me on the tamest horse that you have. And he's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And he puts me on like a horse that's only been training for like 3 weeks, I guess. I don't know. It's not fully trained. His name was Cowboy, which...
I don't know why that's important.
His name was Cowboy.
Be a cowboy, baby.
And I get on the horse, and I'm like, whoa, this must be what it feels like to be tall, you know? So I get on Cowboy, and we start to walk out. Like, we all go in a line. I think there's like 7 of us, and I'm the 3rd one in the line. We start to walk, and the whole time we're walking, wait, let me backtrack. So before we got on the horses, the instructor guy told us, he like took 5 minutes to tell us how to start, how to stop, how to turn left, and how to turn right. Now, I watch Westerns with my grandpa, so some of that was like common knowledge.
Why special big?
I just wanted to know how to not fall off, basically. So he didn't really like elaborate on that. I guess that was supposed to be common knowledge, and it just wasn't for me. Like, he was like, this, it looks like a handle, it's not a handle. And I'm like, okay, then what is the handle? And so we get on the horse. I'm the 3rd one back. We start to walk, and he's like, make sure there are big enough gaps so if your horse takes a shit, then it doesn't go in the other horse's like face. And I'm like, logical. The whole time, my horse would not get out of this other horse's ass. Like, it kept walking, and it would not get behind. Like, it was behind the other horse, but it would not stay far enough behind that, yeah. My horse got kicked in the face, is the moral of the story. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is it okay, blah, blah. And it, like, shakes it off. And then we're in the middle of the woods, okay? It's a trail, but we're in the middle of the woods. And there's trees all around us. I'll insert pictures. So we're in the middle of the woods, and this horse kicks my horse's face because my horse is like sniffing the other horse's butthole. And, which, yeah. And so it kicks its face. The horse gets mad. I mean, understandably.
Do you want to fight?
And the horse, my horse, Cowboy, rears up, and I'm like, the whole time, and I don't know what to do. I'm holding on to the strap that's not, or the handle on the saddle that's not supposed to be a handle, and then I grab onto its mane because he's like, you can use the mane as a handle, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, how do I?
Oh my God!
And I'm on this thing. He's rearing up, and then he falls, and it's like the whole world. Like in those few moments, I felt like I had died and come back, and it was in a like I don't even have words. I can't even describe it. The earth just kind of shook around me, like in my head, like I could hear. I heard that song that like you hear in the ASPCA commercials with the dogs and the cats and the little cages. And they're like, give me money. And I'm just like, I want to so bad, but I'm broke. I heard that song while I was in the air.
In the arms of the angel.
And just imagine me. I'm not like teeny tiny, so I'm on this thing holding on for my life. Like, if I fall, I'm going to die, is what I think. Because in my head, I'm like 30 feet off the ground, 100 feet off the ground. I'm like 5. It's fine. Or 7. Anyway, so we get back down, and the instructor turns around, and he's like, hey, you okay back there? You doing all right? And I'm like, so we start walking back we start like going back through the trail. We're like, the trail's like basically like a circle. You end up where you start. And so we're getting close to where we start, and there's this giant tree. And I'm like this is after I've been like almost bucked off and die. There's this tree, and I'm trying to get him to like turn to go around the tree and not in the tree. He turns really quickly, and then my whole side of my body hits the tree.
How you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And like, you'd think like, oh my God, Peyton, why are you so dramatic? First of all, I make YouTube videos, so I have to be, or else it wouldn't be entertaining.
TV, love that.
Second of all, literally the tree shook. Now, I'm not that fat, okay? There had to have been some great force to make that tree shake. And it shook, and then it scared the horse in front of me because, like, it's a surprise, and they don't like surprises. And while the tree's shaking, the horse in front of me is, like, stopping. Like mid-stance, it stops, and then my horse doesn't stop, and so it runs into the horse in front of us, like it runs into its ass again. And I'm just like, we get into the barn, and we try to go into like little loop or whatever to get back in the line and go back into like hook them onto the things. They weren't in stalls, but they had lead ropes that would hook onto the wall. And so we were trying to stay in line, and then my horse just like stops. Like it decides that it's done. Cowboy was done. And so it stopped, and it would not move. I literally had to like give all the force in my legs to get it to move, to go back to its spot, just so I could get off. And then I tried to get off the horse, and thank God the guy was holding on to the horse, because I get my foot stuck in the stirrup. Now, if you don't know what the stirrup is, it's the little handle thing that's supposed to be for your feet, but you don't really want to put your feet in there if you don't have like riding boots on, because your feet can easily get stuck in there. especially when you're getting off. That's what happened to me. He's like, make sure you lean over before you try to get down and take your feet out because it's gonna be really hard to not get stuck. And I'm like, okay, I got this. It's fine. If I don't die on there, then like I've got it, you know? And so I start to get down, and the guy catches me because my whole leg, I land on the ground, and my whole left leg is still in the stirrup. Peyton, why can you not do anything? Yeah, that wasn't as entertaining as I thought it would be. You probably have, this is gonna have no real, connection. Probably you can't relate to this at all. Probably didn't even want to click on this, which, I mean, I don't blame you. But, you know, I just had like a near-death experience, and I thought that it'd be fun to tell you guys about it. Moral of the story, don't go trail riding if you think that you're not going to be good at it, because hands, like, chances are you're not. I wasn't. 'Cause it's my own and I'll keep owning.